Hello fellas and ladies. Got a few more TIFF reviews to go. We're almost done, almost there. I'm almost finished with these freaking Tiffany TIFF reviews. Or maybe this is all a waste of time because you've already gone on bitesizebreakdown.com and read everything, as you should have been doing, because it's a fantastic website and I wouldn't be here without them. So fucking go! Next movie I'm reviewing is Friendship. This is the directorial debut of Andrew DeYoung and stars Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. In this film, Tim Robinson plays a man who befriends his new neighbor, played by Paul Rudd. But as the movie progresses, he becomes a little too obsessed with him and even does some extreme things in the process. A little bit of a vague description. You'll see why. I saw this at Midnight Madness at TIFF during the midnight screening. Like most Midnight Madnesses, audience went berserk. This one, though, they went like really berserk because this movie is such a fun time. Right off the bat, if you're like me and you're a massive fan of Tim Robinson's sketch series, I Think You Should Leave on Netflix, then this is a gift. Tim Robinson is exceptionally funny in this movie. I can't tell what was improvised and what was scripted, but everything feels like what you would expect from Tim Robinson if you're a fan of his style of comedy. His delivery is just exceptional. Even the most mundane things he says, his delivery is just objectively hysterical. He has such a good knack for the absurd, and him and Andrew DeYoung, this collaboration between the two, just really worked wonders in showing that Tim Robinson's comedic talents aren't just like only for sketch comedy. He's truly a riot. Like truly the whole movie, you just are so sucked into what Tim Robinson does. Every decision that Tim Robinson's character makes, it will just make you laugh. I also got to give shout out to Paul Rudd's very effective straight man. Paul Rudd's always charming and he uses that to his advantage. Even when he's not making a lot of jokes, he's very funny. Kate Mara also does an exceptional job at doing really funny deadpan. But the biggest thing about this movie is it's just hilarious. People looking for a very silly comedy, like looking to just laugh, this is what you got. This movie will absolutely deliver. Friendship constantly like leans on absurdism and just zaniness and the comedic talents of Tim Robinson to just make for a very large amount of humor. Little looks that Tim Robinson gives is enough to make you scream laugh. There were many moments where I could not contain myself. I was laughing so goddamn hard. But nothing felt forced. It just feels like a bunch of very talented, funny people getting together to get the best laughs out of people. You can tell some of it's improvised, but even some certain scenarios where it just gets so insane, it's so funny. There's one sequence towards the end involving a drug trip that's gonna stick with you because it's truly the last thing you would have expected. Even when it gets a little haywire for my liking and some of the laughs start to peter out a little bit, in one section towards the movie, it just comes back in a very large way because the movie just goes in directions that you wouldn't really expect. Like watching this character go through some bizarre choices just to maintain a friend is just crazy, or just feel like he has a friend. Oh yeah, this movie's kind of depressing. Like it's absolutely chaotic, laugh out loud funny, but like when you really peel it back, it's so depressing. I don't think its real ideas of like loneliness are fully fleshed out. Like there was something left on the table, but I don't know how much the intention of that was, like to go really deep. I think it was just trying to be really funny, but there is something there, like even if it's surface level, and I do think it was nice that they put that in there. But again, a lot of it is just watching Tim Robinson be a riot. I've seen some suggest if you're not like a Tim Robinson fan that you'll be annoyed by this, but I don't know if that's true. I feel like this is just a very easy movie to laugh along with, and I think, or at least have a good time. Nothing about this movie felt like half-assed, and the writing was very good. It didn't just feel like an excuse for more jokes. It just felt like a pretty good story with a little bit of absurdism that has a lot of laugh out loud moments. Do some moments feel like an extended I Think You Should Leave sketch? Maybe a little. Is that a bad thing? No, it's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Fans like me of Tim Robinson will be delighted, but if this is your first venture to Tim Robinson, I think that is a great place to start. And if this movie did nothing else but prove what a force he is when it comes to comedy, then that's already worthwhile, but there is a little bit more to it than that, and I do think that this will be just a fun experience no matter what. I highly recommend watching it with a theater audience because get the most out of it you can. A24 now grabbed it, so that's fun at least. And I'm going to have to give Friendship 8 Carl Havocks out of 10. Dude, I struggled. I had so many I Think You Should Leave references locked and loaded in here. I only have to do one, though. And that's how the rules are. Like, subscribe, and share. That's it. I'm going to go sleep now. I'm tired. It's the tiredest I've ever been. I Think You Should Leave reference. Yes!